Hello, Pyros. This is Pyromancer D. Alright, so some people want to know what does it take to get into doing pyrography or wood burning. Well, it doesn't really take a whole lot to really get you started. All you really need is a machine and a pencil, in all honesty. But there are certain things that make your life a whole lot easier, especially if you're like Pyromancer D and cannot draw. Okay. So, one of my favorite tools is my printer. I will pick an image from different sites. Sometimes it's coloring book sites, sometimes it's tattoo idea sites. It varies. Usually I go after drawing outlines. Usually what I put in the search engine. Find something I like, print it out, put it on a piece of wood. Here, let's turn this around. No. I take the image to a piece of wood, and then I transfer the image using a piece of graphite paper. Now, graphite paper you can find at places like Hobby Lobby, stuff like that. 2 sheets, I believe this cost me 15 bucks. But there is an alternative, it's called carbon paper. And it is just like graphite paper. The only difference is, instead of one just being straight graphite, the carbon paper has wax mixed in with it. But the carbon paper you can find on Amazon. For 400 pages, you'll pay 20 bucks. So for right now, I'm going with a bunch of carbon paper because I've only got a little bit of graphite left. Another thing I like to use when I burn is a small fan. That way I can pull the smoke and everything else away. Another thing you will like to use, depending on what kind of burner you use. Some pens, well, I wouldn't say the burner, let's say the pen. I'll explain that to you in a minute. But depending on what kind of pen you use, you might also want to use a leather glove, because some of these pens get really hot. They do. And another thing that will make your burning life so much easier is getting you a little turntable. Now, it doesn't have to be anything expensive. You don't have to go buy that $70 rotating Ensel. You don't have to. I got this thing from Dollar General, or not Dollar General, but Goodwill for $1. And then I went to Dollar General and got this stuff for $2. Took my time, cut it out, filled in the hole, put in an extra piece on the top so nothing slips. When you're burning and you're able to rotate your piece as you're burning, it makes your lines look a lot cleaner, a lot crisper. I'm still working on that. And now, last thing would be the smoke. Some people aren't going to mind it, some people do. Now, it is recommended that you do wear a mask. You don't have to go get a respirator or anything like that. A dollar cloth mask works just fine. Just take and damp it a little bit. Not so. Just damp it, squeeze it, and wear it like that. And with it being wet, as you're breathing in, it'll help pull out the smoke particles out of the air so you're not breathing in smoke. Same concept is like your house catches on fire. Wet piece of cloth, put it over your face so you can breathe. Same thing. Oh yeah, there is one more thing to add. When you're burning, have a small sponge or something to clean your tip with as you're burning for the carbon buildup. Okay, and now let's discuss pens for a little bit. Now there's many types of pens from different brands. You got your cheap ones, your good ones. Now your cheaper ones get really hot because they have a thin coat of plastic around the outside, so you're feeling all that heat. That's why I highly recommend using a leather glove so you don't find out the hard way while something's melting in your hand. Guess how I found that out. But there are better pens. My favorite, in all honesty, so far is an Optima pen. I've noticed when I'm using it, regardless of how hot I'm burning, my fingers don't really get hot at all with it. They'll get a little warm, but not hot. Okay. In the next video, we will discuss doing machines, different types of Pyrograph machines, the different brands and stuff, and the ones I have, and what I think of them. I'll let you know about that. And soon, there will also be another video. I will be doing a burn. It will be a family crest for a friend of mine. I figure since we're starting to make videos and everything else, and I'm still in the learning process, I will show you how I pieced his family crest together and everything, and we'll work on it. This will be one adventure for us. Thanks. Have a good time. And hope to see you back soon. Bye.